Have you ever been on the court and you're going back and forth and you're playing and you're in this great rally, and the next thing you hear that sound that drives everybody crazy? That sound of a broken string. So what the heck should you do when you break a string? Should you keep like rallying from the baseline? Should you just stop the point? Is it a let? And you go get a new racket and you just jump back in? Well, it's not. So it's really important to understand exactly what happens when your string breaks and what you should do. So start with number one. It's not a let, okay? It's not a let. So don't stop playing the point. It's just something that happens and something you have to deal with. Whenever you break a string in a point, the thing you want to start doing is thinking about that, guess what? You just lost a ton of tension in your strings. So guess what the ball's going to do? It's going to start flying everywhere. So the last thing you want to do really is stay at the baseline. What you want to do is take the first opportunity or make the opportunity to come in a net. Because every ball you hit after the string breaks, guess what? You're going to lose more and more tension, which means you're going to lose more and more control over your racket and your placement of the ball. So generally, when you do break a string and you're in a rally, the first thing you want to think about is, hey, can I just bunt the ball in or hit a normal topspin ground stroke and get it in? And if you can't, then you start thinking, can I slice it and get in? Whatever you do, you want to start thinking about how you can get in the net. Don't sit back on the baseline thinking that somehow, with a broken string, I'm going to be totally fine. So what you may have to do is from the baseline, slice a couple, because what you're going to notice, since the tension's gone from the strings, the ball's going to kind of float a little bit. And you can sometimes use that floaty slice and then use one to sneak in. So it's very important that you understand when your strings break, don't freak out. Just remember what Kevin said. I got to get in the net. By any means necessary, but I got to get in the net. If you still can't get in net, the thing you probably want to do is this. Make your opponent win the last point. Now, let's turn this on the flip side. What if you're on the other side and the person breaks a string? Well, guess what? Every time they hit a ball, more than likely, they're going to lose control of it. And if they watch this video, you know what they're going to do. They're going to try to get in the net. So what should you be doing? Well, you should be trying to continue the rally. Sometimes I even recommend actually coming in the net to force them to either stay back or force them to hit a passing shot. So you might hear the string break and then you're going, you know what? I might rally one ball, and if you have an opportunity, come in the net, because the precision and placement of the racket they have just went down the toilet. So if you're going to come in the net and force them to have hit a great passing shot down the line, where they only have this much space, guess what? That's going to become very, very difficult. And you can sometimes force them into a mistake. But definitely, you don't want to make the mistake. I see so many matches where the person on the other side breaks a string, and then my guy is going for this huge forehand. I'm like, no! I mean, they have no control over the ball. So make sure the next time you either have the string break, you get your butt in the net. If you hear the string break, make sure you put either a little bit of pressure on to force them to have to hit a great passing shot, or you make them rally as long as possible. And be a little patient, because guess what? They're going to start hacking the ball and doing weird things, and you're going to get weird spins. Don't freak out and try to go for too much. Just stay in the rally, wait for your opportunity, and go and put some pressure on them. Okay, this is Kevin Garlington from TotalTennisDomination.com with a quick little tip for you if you break your strings, or if you're the person that heard your opponent break their strings. If you like this, make sure you leave a comment below. Leave your experience of it. Have you ever broken a string and you just freaked out, or you didn't know what to do, or have you ever heard your opponent break a string and what'd you do? What's a different play you might use that I didn't mention here? So try this, go out and play tough. Hopefully you don't have to deal with it, but if you do, it happens to us all. You know what to do now. Okay?